You are listening to the Horse Radio Network, part of the Equine Network family.
Hey, you're listening to Adulting with Horses, the best place to be if you can't be at the barn. We are your co-hosts and equine authors, Heather Wallace and Natalie Keller-Reinert. As crazy horse girls, we don't take ourselves too seriously in the saddle or out. We celebrate the things that make us different. Join us as we talk about horses and pop culture and get a little weird in a fun way. Thank you for being a little weird with us. Hey, Natalie, we're back.
We're back. We're here. We did it.
Alive. Barely. I'm barely alive.
My weather is imitating Scotland, except for all the thunder. So it has been raining all day, which is delightful and so weird for July in Florida, and I love it. And I think I was just jealous of your Scottish trip and your amazing photos of you in the gloom.
Oh my God, I actually have to tell you about that. So, as you know, I did the main character photo shoot with Main Character Scotland. I brought my own gowns. For those wondering, I purchased those gowns and I had that idea and I brought them to her and I said, I want to do like something like really flowy and bright in like gloomy Gothic Scotland, Edinburgh. And then I want to go into Holyrood Park and I want to look like a feral goddess.
You did.
I felt like one.
You were up there in Arthur's seat like a fae princess. Not a princess, an empress.
Yes. Well, and there were crows. I was like, get the crows, you know. I'm sitting there, but it was funny because for my first 3 days in Scotland, it was like 80 degrees and sunny, and everyone's complaining because they didn't know what to do, you know, because they're not used to it. And, you know, there's no AC or anything like that. And so all my windows are open. I'm making friends with the seagulls and the crows out of my hotel. And I'm not kidding. One was like knocking on the window looking for attention. It was ridiculous. He's adorable.
Insane.
He came back later, by the way. He was very annoying.
He was into you.
He was into
like,
me.
Hey, lady, you got some fries?
He really did. And then the day of the photo shoot, I woke up and it was raining and I said, yes. Because, you know, as a photographer, I don't like full sun anyway. And the overcast clouds make for such a good, but it was so perfectly Scottish. So when we got there, I'm running around and dancing in the rain. And I've got all these tourists taking pictures of me and videos of me because I'm just like winging the skirt around and it's pouring and I'm climbing up to Arthur's Seat and the ruins. And trying not to slip and fall.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know what? If I do, that's even better because like the dress will just have some, you know, some flair.
I'm like, American woman dies in ball gown on Arthur's Seat in the rain.
Listen, I know I was meant to be on a headline one day, okay?
Mourned by the jackdaws.
That's not how I saw it going. Luckily, no one died.
Yeah.
And I did get the sneak peek of photos, so there's 80 more coming my way.
Oh my gosh.
I know, I cannot wait.
I did a photo shoot 2 weeks ago. I was a client for my vet clinic. They're doing a program with Ride IQ.
Oh, right.
And I got to be client. And we did do that in the middle of the day. And we had to like make the barn perfectly dark and then relight it.
Yeah.
In order to make it usable. It was so funny.
It's a real problem. Lighting can be, I love natural lighting, but if it's like noon and it's a bright sun, you're just going to get too much white imbalance.
Yeah, it was total glare. We used this insane driving pony. He was so cute and so live wire. Like, yeah, you know, you're holding him like, don't bite me, you're biting me. I said, don't bite me.
It's like Glenn Scooter. Was his name Scooter?
I have no idea what his name was.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but he was bay, and I think Scooter's Chestnut. Scooter Chestnut? Did I make that up?
I thought he was a bay, but maybe not.
Anyway, it wasn't him because it belonged to a woman. And it was in a different town.
Oh, fair enough.
But it was really fun. We had a really good time. So I'm like learning.
I do love a spicy pony.
I'm learning to be a vet clinic model. It's my new profession.
I'm just going to give you a shout out here because, you know, normally I like to bring you down a peg or two with the ego, but
come on.
I'm going to be honest. You have done a complete 180. You used to be terrified about getting your hair cut. You would never get in front of the camera. And now you're like a model, like not even when you have to be. Like, it's amazing.
I just really like the people. All of the people that do all of these things with me are just super cool.
Yeah.
And so it's been that. Like, even like the woman that cuts my hair is so cool, and she just makes me feel really confident.
I think that's what it is. I think it's the people that you surround yourself with, like no matter what. As long as you're having fun, it's going to be a good experience.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you are who you surround yourself with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Right?
I'm delighted with the people I surround myself with.
Which you're not often delighted, so that's actually a big flex for you.
I was writing the acknowledgments for my next novel, and I had all these just awesome women. You know, just like all the people that we meet.
Yeah. Am I in one of these acknowledgments?
Of course
Never.
You are. Yes, you're in the acknowledgments. And I think
should probably
you're the last one.
I should probably read your book.
I'm pretty sure you're in the Eventing series acknowledgments. And probably about 6 other books too, but that's fine.
God, you're so sweet. I should probably add you to mine now. Shit.
I think so.
She fucked up.
Yeah. And it just kept, and I kept adding and adding. I just sent it back to my agent, like, I think I added everybody, but let me know if I forgot anyone.
Well, you know what's funny? When I did the book with Sid, I was like, I don't think the acknowledgments can be like 3,000 words. I'm like, we might have to pare this down.
Send them and see what they say.
But it was really cute. So, well, that's sweet. I didn't know that you added me to the acknowledgments. That's really actually quite nice.
You have no idea where you show up in my books.
That is
like
true.
That. I don't. That.
Yeah. I actually like that. Now I'm going to have to go through the eventing series and look for like little breadcrumbs. Be like, oh, she's really mean to this woman.
You might be surprised how quickly you turn up in the new one. It's pretty obvious.
Really? Okay, that's it. I've got to download them now.
There's a Heather cameo. I just got the advanced copies of it, by the way, and
in Working Student or Jump? It's Jump now.
So it was called Working Student. Now it's called the Jump, and I just got the advanced reader copies in paperback, and I opened the box and I was like, oh my god, and then I closed them up again because I have to do an unboxing video.
Sure.
It's so dark. It's been raining ever since. This was yesterday. The sun hasn't come out. My house is pitch black, so I haven't been able to do a video yet.
That's real. It's funny, when I got back from Scotland. Oh my god, I didn't tell you this. So I did an unboxing of like all the souvenirs I brought back, and I made sure that I brought all the kids and my dad's souvenirs like as a carry-on that I could then just hand them without having to unpack right away, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what I forgot to tell you was that you remember how I was posting on TikTok that like I might need to buy new luggage because my luggage wouldn't shut?
Uh-huh.
I got it to shut. The vacuum seal on the ball gown, it imploded during cargo. And when it came off the plane, my whole suitcase was locked and then open. Like, so the keys and the top zipper were there, but the whole bottom was open. It looked like Pac-Man, like trying to eat something. And so I was like, well, it doesn't look like I lost anything. It's still full. So I'm like in this giant plastic bubble trying to wheel it to the car. And I don't unpack for like 2-3 days. And I open it up to do like, to look through all my souvenirs and do laundry and blah, blah, blah. And I look and I was like, oh shit, I did lose something. Guess what I lost? Not the ball gown.
What?
Ball gown stayed, the problem child. I lost all of my bras and underwear. So it's just floating in a cargo plane somewhere. Like, and I'm not gonna lie, I brought my nice ones.
Oh so, my God.
It's not dirty, like it's the clean clothes. But like I brought like my black cat bra and like my fancy bras, like all this, and I come back and I was like, that's the only thing that's missing. Are you shitting me?
Oh my goodness. That's an expensive loss. Oh no. Can you apply to like insurance to cover and be like the value of this bra is?
Yeah. And then I was like, well, maybe I can fix the zipper of the suitcase. Maybe the suitcase isn't garbage because I bought it last year when I went to London. And I learned very quickly that when you bust a zipper that forcefully, there's no saving it. And two, I'm only allowed to have expandable suitcases. Yeah. So that happened. But
can
I
you
got some
do?
great souvenirs, and my kids all came into the room and they were like taking videos of me, quote unquote, unboxing them. So they're like, ooh, it was really cute.
Oh man, I need to borrow them for my book.
You should.
Yeah, send them here.
Yeah. I will absolutely. How long do you want them?
Half an hour max.
Oh, well, shit. I'm going to stick them on a plane tomorrow.
It has been so hot here. And of course, so I got my wisdom teeth like mutilated. Not removed, but mutilated. It's a whole thing. It's
because you have to like make it harder on yourself.
I didn't ask for this. This was done to me.
Oh.
It's because of where it's a nerve. Anybody who's had it done will know. I just don't want to get into it because I don't want to gross people out. It's fine. I was sedated. I have no idea. But it's been a little over 2 weeks, and it's still like a thing, so I can't exert myself. Because then I'm like, oh, my face. Who knew? Holes in your jawbone.
Stop smiling.
I could not smile last week. It was terrible.
I believe it.
Yeah. So yes, I can't ride, obviously. And it's been a bazillion degrees. It was literally like 99 degrees over the weekend, which is insane for Florida. But I read the suggestion on a blog to use fly swatters, like extendable fly swatters, as really cheap targets for clicker training.
Oh.
So I ordered some, and they came, and yesterday I went out and said, okay, we're going to use fly swatter for target, and we're going to like pump up our target training. And Manny wanted to play. Like, Ben was in. He's like, okay, I can touch the target. That's cool. I'm Ben. I'm real smart. And Manny was like, what's happening? And then he would bump into it, and I'd give him a treat. He was like, oh, okay. And then I'd be like, Manny, target, target, target. And he'd look around. He'd watch a butterfly go by. I'm like, Manny, target, target. And then he'd accidentally hit it again. And by the end of like 15 minutes, it was down at the bottom of the bag with my pellets. He was just whacking that target with his nose. I mean, whacking it.
It goes hard.
I did not think Manny had any brain cells.
He said,
smooth-brained.
Point and shoot. Let's go, treats. Let's go.
He really was. Who knows what he could do now? 25. This could be the start of a new trick pony life for him.
I've seen a lot of really cute minis do like tricks. You could get a little thing where you could teach him to kind of stand on a block and eventually maybe he'll be on the ball. No, I'm just kidding. He'll die.
I could get him a little trampoline and he could bounce on it. I don't know.
That seems like a bad idea for a 25-year-old, but you know what? You do you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's flexible.
I mean, that's true. He's like jelly at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's so fun. I've never thought of using fly swatters. I usually will just use my hand, or I have like an actual target that I bought, but then I always forget to bring the target. It's like sitting in my trailer.
Yeah, this can go in your pocket.
Yeah.
And it's retractable, so it goes down to about, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches, and then you can stretch it out to 18. It's like a pointer.
That's really cool.
And the swat end is flexible, so it doesn't matter if you bang it into something. Because I've been using my hand too, but there's a limitation to that. You can only do so much with it. And now I have the opportunity to like put it somewhere and teach him to go and all those kinds of things. So I'm kind of excited because basically I'm not riding now for I don't know how long between the heat and the holes in my face. The doctor initiated holes in my face. The other ones are my eyeballs and my they're fine. But
They're like normal holes.
Yeah. This is the first summer where I've just said, oh,
fuck it.
I guess I'm doing groundwork. Okay.
I gotta be honest. This is the worst year for me for being in the saddle. I have not gotten on a horse since we moved barns. So May 1, we moved barns. I haven't even been astride a single time. And in fact, handful of grooming, handful of walking around the property. I have been like an errant parent. Like I have been, I didn't mean to rhyme, but it happened and I can't take it back. I have been and it's really hard to feel guilty because I don't have that emotional bandwidth, but you know what I mean?
Like start saying, right. Like I would feel bad, but I don't have emotional bandwidth.
That might be a t-shirt. That might be merch we have to make.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I've done a
Absentee
couple of Liberty training sessions with
Mhm.
Delight and Ferris, and it's been fun. But like, I really just, it's been 107 here. Like, we're harder than Florida right now. And then
Right.
if it's not 107, it is pouring rain and thunderstorms, and we're getting loads of tornadoes. We've had so many tornadoes this year. We've never had. It used to be rare. We have
Yeah.
them with almost every thunderstorm.
That's insane.
It's insane.
The humidity in the United States year over year is like unprecedented. How much higher the humidity is, especially in the Northeast and the Midwest.
Yeah.
And here it's actually a little higher in Florida than it used to be. It's like, okay, this is exciting. So what'd you say, the summer sads?
Summertime sadness
It's just elevated itself to new levels with our insane weather.
Yeah, and listen, I don't like extreme anything, okay, except for extreme personalities, because, hello. But I like my temperatures to be in the middle. So for all of those people out there, and I know there's a whole bunch of listeners who are like, I can't wait for it to be light past 7. I can't wait for it to be warm so I can ride. How you feeling now with that Swedish?
Well, since you're clearly attacking me right now, I would like to say...
I didn't say names, okay? You're taking it personally.
I'm going to be real honest with you. I still don't want summer to go anywhere. I'm adapted to summer. Summer is who I am.
It's your whole personality.
It's my entire personality. There is a lot of badness, and I can be open and I can recognize the badness. And maybe it's the badness within me reaching out to touch its weather.
Doing
partner.
shadow work on your
I'm doing
weather.
shadow work right now. Yeah.
Well, just like I prefer winter to summer, but I acknowledge winter is not perfect, right? Like it can be too cold, it could be too icy. There's a lot of things about winter. I understand, but I still prefer it to summer.
Yeah.
Right?
I still feel sad thinking about fall.
Oh,
I'll be honest
fall
with
is my favorite time of year.
Fall
if it
is
were
just the
fall
end. It's all
the
ending.
time. That's why I liked Scotland, because I expected it to be like fall weather.
No, it's like winter in Scotland most of the time.
Well, no, it was like honestly, it didn't get below 60 while I was there. I mean, maybe at night it was 55 with a breeze, but like
that's cold.
That's my happy place. 55 to 75 is like that sweet spot. I think I live in the wrong continent.
Yes. I think most of us do. If you really come down to it, none of us are really. Very few people that live in this country are actually evolved to live in North America. That's something to think about. We're all misplaced.
Yeah, and it's so funny because I look at like my ancestry, and it's all UK, Scandinavia, Eastern Europe. Like I'm talking like the Caucasian mountains. None of those places say New Jersey, okay, when it comes to weather. None of those are like a subtropical climate like New Jersey is. And so I blame my parents for raising me here.
Yes.
And I blame my ex-husband for having me raise children here, because now I'm stuck until everybody's in college. But, one of these days I might venture abroad.
If they could just find a good way to take horses and cats overseas, we would be in business.
Yeah, I think what I'm going to do, and this has been on my mind for a very long time, I had this idea with the Vermont house, but I think I just need like a little vacation cottage somewhere that I could go spend, I don't know, June, July, and August every year and just venture abroad. I'm not riding my horses anyway. They're in a full care facility, getting all the love and attention they need. I got a video the other day of the barn owner's husband, Joe, showering Delight with all of his little braids in because it was so fucking hot. And I was in Scotland, and they're so kind. They don't ask me for anything. They're like, just making sure he's okay. And I'm like, aw.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
It has definitely been bath every day weather.
Yeah.
Too. Like, because they come in sweaty, and you got to get that off of them, or they go and itch and itch and itch. So it's been like bath, and then, oh, good, you're dry. Let me put all your Equiderma lotion on your little tummy so you don't rub your tummy raw again.
Yep.
Yesterday, I couldn't get a video of it because it always looked like something obscene. But Ben really needed me to rub his tail for some reason, like his whole tailbone, like his entire tailbone.
Okay.
He turned his tail to the side It was like, please
get up in it.
Rub my tailbone. I'm like, okay, weirdo. You can't video that. It's highly offensive on video.
Maybe just for the Patreon.
I tried. I was like, oh, look at Ben's nose. He's so happy. Look at what I'm doing. No, don't look at what I'm doing. It looks really bad.
I'm violating my horse, but he asked me for it.
Not content. It was crazy. I did it for like 20 minutes and I said, Ben, I got to move on with my day, man.
Well, I'll tell you, I was at a saddle fit appointment yesterday, and it's a returning client, but their new lease horse. And the son was riding around, and the trainer, who I know pretty well, was telling me about how, oh yeah, this pony at the last horse show absolutely rolled with the rider on because he's got horrendous sweet itch. Like, he's very itchy. Oh. And so they were describing how he was literally just rolling, trying to get like the itchiness off of him during the summer because he responds really badly. And the owner's going, "Not with the new saddle," you know. And you know, you did get disqualified for showing and having your horse roll or go down in any way.
Well, sure.
So I'm just like, I don't think the horses are happy either, guys. It's summertime sadness, you know.
They really, I mean, yeah, they're not up for hot weather any more than we are. They're also European or from the Central Asia.
Oh, please. Delight was Kentucky bred and like raced in Florida. And I'll tell you, nobody hates the heat more than my horse.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Full gallops. He will cry. He will stomp his feet. He lost his shoe for the first time in a year because of the flies. And I was like, you know, you were raised in the South, right? And he's like, not anymore, bish. You know, he is clearly an indoor horse now. He's a big baby. And it's hilarious because he could never live out, not if we lived here.
Right.
Like, he'd be fine. Actually, he likes the cold. But no. Even my horse is saying, and I will say, because I know every year we come on and rant about, I'm fine with July. But August, it's like, okay, I've had enough. It's been hot and it's been bright. Let's go.
July is the hottest month usually in Florida, and August is actually usually wetter, and I don't think people really realize that's why the temperature comes down. It's because the storms are just that much stronger. September is when it's still August in September, and I'm just like, oh my God, it's not because the sun angle changes,
right,
and it's more slanty, and everything feels worse when the sun is yellow instead of like pale. It gets worse and worse from there. Oh, the sun is so hideous. I hate yellow light. It just grosses me out. And I think everyone agrees with me.
I don't know. I don't agree with you. I purposely chose Scotland because it was cooler temperate climate. Like, it was a cooler climate. And the whole time I'm there, I was like, I was not meant to live in New Jersey. Like, you know, and it wasn't so much about Scotland, but it had everything to do with the weather. Like, I am a sensitive bish.
Okay. We started going to cold places in the summer when we lived in New York.
Right.
Not when we lived in Florida. We're like, whatever, it's fine. When we lived in New York, we're like, we have to go someplace cold in July or we're going to die.
Well, and I will say, New York City is a different beast in the summer. It's hot, it's crowded, it's smelly.
It really is.
I mean, all the homeless and the urine, it's like caked on. It just, you know, and the garbage is sitting out on the sidewalks. Like, New York in summer is not the time to visit. Like,
it's not.
At all. I have to go in to get my piercings downsized into Manhattan. And I was like, well, while I'm there, I'll go to like the Jane Austen exhibit at the Morgan Library. And then now my kids want to go. I'm like, ugh, no, this is like a whole thing. And I have to spend the whole day there. And it's like, it's hot and it's crowded. It's all the tourists. I was like, I wish I could wait until September. But
I'm going to Brooklyn in the end of August, and I'm not going to enter Manhattan.
Just avoid Manhattan.
Mm-hmm.
And I have friends that live there, so, you know, it's not like I don't see them and everything. But like, if you can avoid Manhattan in the summer, I would.
Yeah.
Like, just
I completely agree.
Ugh. Right. And also too, why if I travel internationally, I try not to travel to a touristy place in August because, one, if you're in Europe, it's all shut down because they're all on vacation too.
Yeah.
And two, the weather is horrendous and no one has air conditioning. So why would I make my life more uncomfortable than it already is?
Yeah, we always do our summer vacation in May, which makes summer long, but at least there's not as many people there.
Yeah, that's true. And May is such a great time of year to go. Mm-hmm. Like, I've got Alaska next year, which I'm just planning now Just book my flights you'll never believe how much I paid for a flight to Alaska, round trip. You want to
won't.
guess? You want to
No.
guess?
I can't. I have no idea.
$444.
Oh my God. That's insane.
I don't think I'm going to get a better price. That's insane.
Are you allowed to take a suitcase?
Well, no, but it's like $40 for a suitcase. But you know what I do? I keep my eye on it, and then when they give a deal for like upgrading for points or cash, like a super deal, then I go in and I upgrade because I've already paid for the flight. So you don't get dinged so much.
My mom's going. My parents are going to Alaska next week or in like 2 weeks.
Oh, that's soon.
On a cruise. Yeah, really soon. Yeah. They're really excited.
Tell them to be careful hiking because that one woman went off course and got lost and died. So that's
not something. My mother would not allow that to happen. I didn't know my mom.
Somebody said that to me and I was like, you do know who you're talking to, right? Like I don't go off and gallivant in the woods. I mean, I do, but no, not that level.
She's not like that. I don't think they would go hiking anyway. That doesn't really sound like them.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I hope maybe they'll give me some tips, some places to go. So you got to get a good list of places. I'm going to fly into Anchorage and then come back through Vancouver. But anywho, again, warm weather here, cooler weather there. Like, are we seeing a pattern? I will do anything to avoid summer if possible.
I'm going to go to a water park Friday.
See, that's nice though, because you cool off.
Yep. Probably too cold.
I think I need to build like a stock tank pool or something just to have something to like sit in and read. Like when it gets really hot.
You could get into just a water trough like Boyd Martin.
Yeah, but he puts ice in it.
Yeah, you don't have to put ice in it. But
he's a little aggro for me.
He really is in a lot of ways.
Yeah, there's no competing with Boyd on any of those things. I'm a little bit more delicate. But yeah, so summertime sadness, I do think like I thought I was going to have more time this summer because work is quieter. But then I had so much travel, and then now with the divorce being finalized soon, and it's still going, God forbid, but it's with the judge and hopefully finding a new place to live. It just feels like this is my time. I need to focus on all of that. So hopefully I'll be back in the saddle this fall. I mean, that's the goal. So we're all out of shape.
You tell me. I haven't been to the gym in 3 weeks. My God.
Right. Well, you've been recovering from your mouth holes.
I got the mouth holes. What do you?
You can't even think of words because your teeth are
when's
missing.
It going to get better? And he's like, when it gets better. He's literally like, that's going to bother you for a while. Like, oh, great. Superb.
And it's near the nerve, right?
No, the root's near the nerve, which is why I couldn't pull the whole thing out.
Got it.
Yeah. So instead they decapitate them and then cover it up again.
I had my wisdom teeth removed a couple years ago. That's terrible. Not the worst. I only have 2 of them, but did you have all 4?
Just the bottoms.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how many there are.
There's 4.
Yes, there's 2 on top, 2 on bottom.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So the top ones apparently are doing nothing, so that's fine. So it's like the root's still there, and so you have to go back regularly and get an X-ray to see if it's moved up, and if it moves up, then they can take them out. So it's potentially a second surgery. And I said, whenever they went over all this initially, I said, you know what? If that's my thing, if my thing is my wisdom teeth,
mouthful, Natalie.
Everybody has the thing. I'll take it. It's fine. Everybody's got something that's a pain in the ass. My sciatic nerve hasn't bothered me in 2 weeks, so that's great. So
I'm gonna remember this moment the next time people think I'm the high maintenance one.
Everybody's got a thing.
That's
I got
true.
high maintenance wisdom teeth,
Hey, we got to take care of those mouths, though, right?
Mouth stuff. Mm-hmm.
Mouth stuff. You don't want to be in another 10 years with like a full thing of fake teeth. That would be terrible.
No, that's so gross. Like not that, but just teeth in general. Like the mouth. I don't want to think about it. Let's just like get it worked on, sedate me, whatever, do your thing. I always wanted to go to the Star Trek dentist where they dress up in Star Trek outfits.
Never heard of that.
There's one in Orlando. It's been there for like ever. And you go in and it's like you're in Star Trek.
I mean, I'm all for an immersive experience.
Right? That's what it is. It's a themed dentist office.
I kind of love that.
I know.
mean,
I
not
think.
necessarily Star Trek, but I like the idea.
I mean, because the dentist is. If it feels futuristic and like you're being taken care of by like wonder people from the 23rd century, maybe it's not as scary.
No, I really think that's cute. I when I was away, I went, it's the world of Harry Potter out there because the Harry Potter series was
Oh
written
my
in.
God, it's so obnoxious.
I know.
Edinburgh, you are okay on your own, medieval city. You
Yes.
don't need Harry Potter.
Well, I will say, so I did go to, I made a reservation for the Department of Magic. So it's like a little boutique tavern. It's underground. And you go in and you order drinks and mocktails, and they come and provide you with like a recipe list, and you make your own mocktails with like liquid nitrogen, and it's like bubbling and spark. And so it was super fun, and it felt like you stepped back into like Lord of the Rings because it looked like a tavern, like Lord of the Rings.
That's cool.
But then you did kind of the recipes from the Harry Potter, like it was Herbology 101 or divination or whatever. And so it was a cute, kitschy little theme. And I got to be honest, like I really enjoyed it. And yes, I did do the wand swishing and all that because I'm a huge ass nerd. So,
I mean, just decouple it, guys. Like,
right.
We already knew about magic before Harry Potter. So, like, just okay.
Well, and Edinburgh is such a magical city, period.
So
I did take your advice and do the underground labyrinth tours and things like, and see the closes and things like that. I thought that history was great. And then I am so obnoxious, okay? Because I was an English and history major, and they started talking about how the bubonic plague was started by rats. And I was like, yeah, that's not true. And she's like, we're getting there. Shut up. And I was like, she was so kind about it. But I was like, yeah, it wasn't started by rats. And I'm like, but under my breath. And she's like, that's the next room. And I was like, oh, okay. And, it was like, you can't take me anywhere. I'm such a nerd.
Oh, my goodness. Meanwhile, I'm the one that gets attacked by a ghost underground, but you ruined the tour.
I said it quietly. It wasn't like I was correcting her. I mean, I've done tours, right? So like I've been a tour leader, so I get that. Like, but I'm also kind of known to be the heckler of the group, right? I mean, gotta keep them on their toes, make sure they really know what they're talking about. And there was a lot I didn't know, so I learned quite a bit. So but yeah. Right. So speaking of things that we know a lot about, I think adulting is one of those things.
We are champion adulters.
We are amazing.
There's only 3 syllables as opposed to 4. I can count 2.
You're very smart.
Dude, I'm so smart. You don't even know.
And now for your favorite segment, What Would an Adult Do? Where Natalie and Heather try answering a question from the clubhouse as if they were functioning adults. I can't look at you.
All right, so welcome to our new segment, which is What Would an Adult Do? This is our first attempt at actually being adults and answering like adults, and I say that with all sarcasm whatsoever. Are you ready,
Sometimes
Natalie?
we will also wonder what an adult would do, but we'll still try to answer.
Hence why we came up with the segment. Really, we're trying to learn from our listeners.
Exactly.
Like, what are questions adults would think of? Because we're not thinking of those things.
No.
In fact, actually, this question that came up in our chat was not anything I've ever done.
Mm-mm. Me
Do you want to
either.
read it?
I'm completely, The question is from Chelsea, and it is very straightforward. Has anybody cleaned their horse's ears?
I've never.
Never.
I've never.
Cleaned a horse's ears. No.
And then she does follow up. She's like, she cleans her dog's ears, and she got curious if anybody ever regularly cleans their horse's ears like they do dogs. She checks them but doesn't clean them. So she's wondering if adults actually should.
It makes so much sense, right? Like, I've had hound dogs for years, and you have to clean their ears constantly.
Yeah.
Like, just filthy, disgusting, stinky ears. It's just the nature of those floppy ears. And nothing's dirtier than a horse, right?
Oh my God, yeah. Well, and I mean, especially my
rub
horse.
their faces
He'll
in dirt.
stand
Like,
in his own
please don't
shit.
do that.
I do have 3 floppy-eared dogs, and I will tell you that I've only cleaned one ear once, and that was because it looked a little red. And I got these ear wipes that I could just put the little wipe on my finger and like rub through. And then when I did, he was pissed. But it wasn't dirty. And so I was like, oh, I guess he didn't really need it. But it looked like it was red and itchy. So I checked it. I guess I'm really lucky. Like I have low maintenance dogs.
No, beagles, you have to like they all have to have like prescription ear cleaner.
I've seen that. They do get a lot of ear infections.
They get a lot of ear infections, and you got to put it in and rub it, and it makes this horrible squishy sound, and they hate it. It's disgusting.
So are you saying that adults should clean their horses' ears regularly?
I'm saying that I'm intrigued by the idea of maybe giving their ears a bit of a cleaning, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
And
okay.
Yeah, so there were some answers from adults in the chat, which I thought were interesting.
Well, before we read those, I'm just going to interject my opinion because I love to interject my opinion. Horses' ears are so well haired. Like there's fur everywhere, right? As a natural deterrent.
Yes.
So unless you are clipping your horse's ear hairs,
which no one should be doing at this point. I'm
not volunteering that as an option, but if you do that, then you would probably have to clean them.
If you're clipping your horse's ears for any show related reason,
don't.
I want you to rethink everything about your life. That's from me. Natalie Keller Reiner is my name. If you have a problem with me,
send hate mail directly to her.
Didn't like me when I was at Disney. I'm like, you can go to Guest Relations. My name is Natalie. I'm from Celebration, Florida. Would you like my personnel number? And then they'd usually like leave.
Yeah. You're like, this happens all the time. Let me give you full deets.
Yeah. Everyone's used to this. That's why I'm a manager. Because I say no a lot. Don't. Please stop. If you have to clip them for some weird veterinary reason, that's fine. Do you. But yes, they have a natural barrier of very thick old man hair already in their ears.
And that's what I think, like, unless your horse has a problem with their ears, like a condition, or they have, sometimes, I've seen horses have, like, warts or something in their ears or growths of some sort that need to be cleaned. Mm-hmm. Sure. But in my adulting opinion, their natural barrier should do the trick. You shouldn't have to add to it because you could create an imbalance in, like, their natural state.
You could be introducing ick down in there. Because I'm going to be frank, I don't know what's down in there, right? Like the ear is a hole and it goes somewhere into the horse's head. And I don't know where. I don't know how wide it is. I don't know.
Well-researched response.
I don't know where it stops. It's just a terrifying hole in their head.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I think the horse's ear canal goes directly to their anus because they hear something they don't like and they shit. Okay. Immediate no.
I was afraid it might go right to their brain or maybe their eyeballs. I don't know where it goes.
Well, speaking of,
nose is in there. That's big. You don't want to get anything in any of that.
I do stick my finger up their noses and tickle them sometimes, but that's just
what?
I just we play it. I like hook
sneeze.
their nose, and I just like I
just you say that. No, I think I might do that too. Just hearing, I'm like, oh, I want to sneeze. My nose tickles now.
Well, so that's how you get them to sneeze, but. So I will say, which pony? God, Odin has one eye, and so he does have. I've cleaned crusties out of his eye socket, but never his ears.
How does his eye socket get crusty? What's crusting?
Well, the dirt gets trapped in there sometimes because it's like a little open hole, and so like it gets dry, and it's sensitive. It's really thin skinned there with a socket, and so we had to usually he'll let. This sounds weird. Okay, sorry for anybody who's got the ick. My daughter can go in with her finger and kind of remove like the dried out dirt, but like he doesn't like a wet wipe in there or anything. It bothers him. So
They should put leather eye patches on horses missing an
I would
eye.
100% have a pirate horse.
How
I would 100%.
fucking cool would that be? Like the I mean, I can't believe this. I mentioned Star Trek again. Like there's a Klingon guy in one of the Star Treks who's got like an eye patch and it's like drilled on because he's a Klingon and he's a badass. That would be so goddamn cool if horses had big leather patches because their eye sockets do give me the ick.
Yeah, I mean, half the time I don't notice anymore, and then I'm like, he looks at me around, I was like, "You've got boogies in your eye," and I just kind of like,
it's because if it looks thin, it looks gossamer, and you're just like, your
and
face
there's so
is right
many
under there.
nerves through your eyes, and so as someone who almost lost her eye in 2006, and they almost had to remove it, I'm very sensitive with eye stuff, so I get it. I totally get it. I'm going to go ahead and bring in the Star Trek thing because the reason I never watched Star Trek was I saw one episode where they had the weird earworm thing. And after that, I was like,
that's the worst.
I was like, I can't watch this show. Yeah.
That
was the earwig.
That was from the second movie, and I don't watch that movie because of that.
Yeah. Well, I stopped watching Star Trek after that. I was like, no, this is not my show. So
I am watch the fourth one because of the whales.
Well, I know you and I were talking about that another time.
That's
but
right.
This is not a Star Trek podcast, so we have to refocus.
It could be. That what's great is how quickly it can become one. Like,
let's go back
so quickly
and go through some of the answers to Chelsea's comments from our chat.
That's a good idea. Because
so
it was getting
I'm
bad.
just restructuring here. So Kimberly said, "I used to groom for in-hand classes where all the hair was shaved. Boo. Wiped out with a damp cloth and baby oil. Now I just wipe the ears out and use a small brush and fly spray."
Well, Kimberly has Arabians, I think.
Oh, right.
So I can imagine a time when they would have clipped the ear because they wanted the head to look like, I don't know what, a wax figure.
Yeah.
And very shiny. Ooh, the shiny. I can't with that. So that makes sense.
Oh my God.
Wipe the ears out.
Yeah,
they use a small brush and fly spray. Yeah, I could see putting a little fly spray in a brush might not be the worst thing. Keep the gnats out of the ear. Yeah, as long as it stays on the outside.
Right, not going like into the canal.
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, in the chat, Chelsea just unloaded another can of worms because she says that's what I do too. I guess I was curious, but I'm also that crazy lady at the barn who wipes her horse's teeth. So I gotta be honest, I've never done that. It's never even crossed my mind.
She might be the crazy lady who wipes her horse's teeth. Like the only one. I'm interested.
I mean,
write to us.
We're clearly not adulting well if this is what adulting is.
Who's wiping their horse's teeth, what you're wiping it with, how often you're doing it. Please put all that information in the Facebook Clubhouse. Thank you.
Yeah,
I need all the deets on wiping teeth. Their teeth do get gross. I'm kind of interested.
Well, and I will say, so one of the others, Jennifer says that like her mare loves for her to rub and clean the insides of her ears. I will say I do have a couple of horse clients that absolutely love for me to scratch their ears, but I'm not cleaning them out. And horses that are ear sensitive, it's normally not because they have some dirt or anything inside their ears. It's usually a pole problem, like their pole is out and it's creating a headache. And then you touch their ears and it's hurting more. So I'm just going to put that out there for everybody out there. Like if your horse has sensitive ears and they haven't been twitched in the past, I would, instead of assuming they have something in their ears that needs to be cleaned, I would assume their pole is probably out of place because that is very likely.
Yeah. As opposed to an itchy ear. Like Ben will get into it. He's like, oh yeah, rub my ear. And then he's really funny because then he just decides he's done and he wrenches away from me. And then he's like, oh, but could you do it again? Like, you're very violent.
But the other ear now. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I get. I guess, I mean, and I will say my horses are spoiled as shit. Okay. I know that I haven't been riding much. We've all established that. But they get whatever they need.
Yes.
And they don't really need my attention right now, which is why I'm not giving them. When my horses are sick or ill, whatever, I will live at the barn and that will be the priority. But I have never crossed my mind to clean my horse's ears. So as an adult who is currently adulting at 47 years old successfully, I would say I've never done it.
Right. That would be my answer as well. Like if we're just knowing, no, I don't clean my horse's ears.
Okay. So that's it. That's what would an adult do if we were adults. That's what we would do.
If only.
It's a big if.
But since we aren't, we still don't.
Exactly.
This logic is in there somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, make it make sense, right?
Yeah, good luck. Good luck trying.
You guys know what we're talking about, right? Now it's our final segment. It's the Adulting Wins, Natalie.
Adulting Wins!
I know, you always sound so excited and yet surprised when we get to them.
I always am. Every time.
It's like you think I'm going to forget.
No, it's like I completely forget. I personally forget. If I was ready this episode, I'd be like, wow, it was so nice talking to you. I hope you have such a great week.
But instead, you've got Heather, the producer, who's like, just making it rain.
All right. Well, do you want my adulting win?
I do. That's why I thought we'd brought it.
There's a funny, going first, whatever. So there's a funny story related to my adulting win, which is that I have this app on my phone that you also have on your phone called Reminders. And I've never used it. So I'm like, look at this app. Isn't it neat? And I opened it and it had a list on it. It said my list and it said reminders for. And I was like, oh shit, what didn't I do? And I opened it. And there are 4 items on this list. I'm gonna show you the items on this list. I know you can't read it, but I want you to see the weirdness happening there.
It says E. Did you butt dial your reminders?
The first reminder says E. The second reminder says E. The third reminder says E. And then the fourth reminder says E is E. And the British WW is woo. And the British people who are not working on the British side of the British government is. That is the fourth reminder.
I'm losing my mind right now.
There is no date on these. I don't know when this happened, why this happened. I can't delete it. It's the greatest thing I've ever seen. Now, Corey checked his reminders because this happened. And his said, my wife is Natalie. So I started texting people and saying, what does your reminder say? And
I'm like, looking mine up right now.
And they said, my reminders. And so, and I had them open at nothing. Nobody else has got weird esoteric reminders.
Oh shit. I haven't looked at this in a while. I got a lot of normal words, but none of them were checked off.
You tried to use yours. I'm so impressed.
Well, wait, no, here's what it says. Wait, it says, because I can't adjust the wrists and things like that. So, like, if that is something we can check and make sure, and then what usually happens, do the chiropractic sessions for yourself. It's the same for dogs, but she's a chiropractor. I don't know what these words mean.
You're dictating either talking to me or doing a consultation. It sounds like you're on the phone.
But those aren't real words. And how many times am I going to say like? Jesus.
I didn't realize how often I said like until I was on a travel trip and I was getting drunk with an Italian woman and a Swiss man. And then I found out how much
they're going to point that right out to you.
Well, they just spoke in sentences.
Without filler words?
I didn't speak like them at all.
That's heathen behavior.
I just leaned into it after that.
I will say that's amazing for the record.
Thank you.
Okay. My adulting wins. I have one big one that happened today, and then I have like a little one, but that I'm very proud of. So the little one is while I was traveling, no one knew I was American. Okay.
Can you say that again? Because my thing went crazy. I'm so sorry. Please say it again.
While I was traveling, no one knew I was American because I wasn't like screaming. I wasn't rushing through crowds. I wasn't wearing, leggings with sneakers. Like I was dressed nicely. I was a good example of what an American was. So when people would ask me if I was from Canada, I would say, no, I'm actually American. And they would be like, oh, that's so surprising. But I met a lot of people. So I thought, anyway, I was a good representative. So you could be proud that I did not bring my American drama to Europe.
That is really impressive for a New Jersey person to pass as a Canadian is
impressive. I went by myself. So I was really there to just absorb and observe and just kind of be in the moment. So I wasn't there like as part of a big girls trip to perform and just be like, wah, and none of that. So I was very happy. And then And I actually met somebody from Philly and someone from my hometown while I was there at the pub, which was weird. Okay, but the big adulting win today is so my daughter is going to hit Saratoga for the first time.
Yeah.
And you need a bike, right? It's so big. You really need a bike. And the last 2 years that I've gone to the hits with my friends at the barn, I did not bring a bike. So this year, using credit card points, I bought a little e-bike.
Oh, fun.
Right. So fun. And I've been putting it together because I am not a DIYer, okay?
Yeah.
In any way, shape, or form. Engineer skills, this girl does not have. So my daughter, Zoe, who's going to hits, she's the reason I got this bike. We're putting the bike together, and my ex-husband pulls up to go and come home for lunch. He's a bike guy. Well, my timing could not have been more perfect because he saw how we were reading the directions and he goes, give me that. He pulls out a bike stand. He puts the bike together in under half an hour from tail to finish, whatever that is, in his electric bike. So he had everything all set on his lunch break. And I was like, oh my God, thank you. I would have been there for 5 hours. And I probably would have
didn't get to eat lunch.
No, he did.
Oh,
but
okay.
it was so nice. So it was like such a big success because like I must have looked pathetic trying to read the directions, and it's something he really knows and likes. And so he did that with Zoe and I just stood back and let him do it.
Yeah.
You know? So
a nice
I now have an e-bike. Yes.
Too. So like a good thing happened and you have an e-bike that you're going to look super cute on, putting around hits. I love it.
And I bought my daughter, so she has a bike, but my other daughter is coming with us. And I figured there's going to be some randoms. So I got a little cushion for the little basket part of the seat at the back. So I can now have a little rider behind me.
Oh my God. You guys are going to be
adorable.
So Hunter show.
I'm pulling out my visor brimmed cap.
Yeah.
You know, I figure maybe I'll actually dress the part this year and just have some fun with it.
It's going to be so cute.
It'll be like dressing up for Halloween.
I'm masquerading as an adult amateur.
Seriously. Yeah. I mean, it's basically like I feel like I put on the outfit and I'm like, who is this girl?
Take that LaCroix and go, bitch. Let's do it.
So some adulting wins today.
Love it.
I know. Yay!
Oh, my win was that I am using the reminders to check things off.
Oh, I thought your win was that we had a good laugh about it. That
was a win. That was a bonus win. Yeah, my win was actually using the app.
That you figured out how to use it.
I am keeping the gibberish like forever, obviously, as its own thing, but I've started a new list that is coherent and checking things off. So yeah.
That's awesome.
Organized.
Well, and I'm glad you reminded me to check mine because I did not realize I had that odd piece of language in there.
Fantastic.
That didn't make sense. So I was
Put it in a book. Put it in a book.
Maybe I should check this. I love the fact that we started a segment, What Would Adults Do? It's really us asking other people what do you do? Because we're all learning here.
Yeah, it feels very NPR. Where we're just like, well, what happens? What happens when adults get together and do things? Right? Like that. I feel like Ira Glass could do something like that.
I've never listened to NPR, so I'm going to take your word for it.
Can I say? I'm a nerd.
You are. You and I are different types of nerds, though. But that's okay. It's okay because we still love each other and get along.
That's right.
All right, perfect. Well, I think that's about time for us, Natalie. I mean, as much as you love talking to me, but that's it for the episode.
Some of us have to work. I got books to edit and, nonsense. I got all these reminders on my phone. I'm losing my mind.
I got to go ride my bike, make sure it works.
Yeah.
Can you imagine, like, if the brakes didn't work and my ex-husband, that's how he got the life insurance policy?
Make sure your affairs are in order before you ride the e-bike your ex-husband put together.
Well, I'm going to just send him a text being like, thanks for putting it together. Zoe's going to test ride it for me. And then if he is alarmed, that will be the concerning thing.
Follow Heather for more tips.
Thank you for being a little weird with us, horse girls. If you like what you hear, make sure to subscribe to the podcast on your player of choice. Follow us on Instagram at Adulting with Horses Podcast, or even better, join our Adulting with Horses Clubhouse on Facebook, where you can become part of the show. Also, it's a great place to meet other horse crazy women. Thanks, and see you next time.